I just love it so much, you guys. Like, I love it so much. Hey guys, what's up? Welcome back. So today we're going to be diving into all of these new products that I just hauled in my Sephora haul on Wednesday. So if you missed that video, I'll have it linked down below for you guys. But I am so ready to dig into these products, you guys. So let's just go ahead and get started. I'm going to start out with using the new Tatcha Kissu lip mask. And I am curious to see if this is going to be better than my favorite lip mask, which is the Laneige. Why can't I open this? There it goes. So I'm using the little spatula thing that it came with. Okay. Probably added, ooh, oh yeah. I added too much of it. But I don't know if I like the texture of this stuff. I probably added way too much. That's probably why. But it feels kind of, hold on, let me rub it in with my finger. Okay. All right, it's not that bad. I just added way too much of the product. That's what it was. But feels nice. It's not, how do I explain the texture of this stuff? It feels really slimy. That's what it, there you go. Yeah, it kind of has that slimy texture, really smooth, but also kind of like slimy feeling. It's not sticky, but it does feel a little thick. So yeah, it's actually better once I blend it out with my finger though. Okay. Feels nice. It just feels like a regular lip balm now. But at first it felt really thick and slimy and just weird feeling on the lips. Okay, so now moving on to the face. Let's try this new Milk moisturizer. It's called the Vegan Milk Moisturizer. I'm gonna use this that's on the top. I always apply a moisturizer before. I probably applied too much right there. See, I get carried away every time I try a product, like for the first time. But I always apply my moisturizers first before I go in with a primer. This, yeah, this does feel kind of thick. But, ooh, it absorbs really fast though. Oh yeah, this is a pretty thick moisturizer, but it absorbs really, really fast. You guys see that? Like, it doesn't even look like my face is like extra dewy from the moisturizer. It just dries down really fast, but my skin still feels pretty good. Now, on to the primer. We're gonna be taking the Urban Decay All Nighter Face Primer. This is their long wear foundation grip. So I'm curious to see if this is gonna be anything like the Milk Hydro Grip. So it is white. But when I was rubbing it on my hand in my haul, it really reminded me of the Milk because like the texture. So it does feel like that gel, really smooth gel texture. Okay, so I'm gonna go ahead and let this sit on my skin for a few minutes while I go ahead and do my brows. I don't have a new brow pencil, so I'm gonna be using my Fenty brow pencil. I use a shade dark brown, no, black brown. So while this sits on the skin, I'll go ahead and do my brows really quick. So I'll be right back. All right, so the brows are done for now. I noticed with this primer, it's not as tacky as the Milk Hydro Grip, because usually when I have the Milk Hydro Grip on for a few minutes while I'm doing my brows, it still kind of feels like kind of sticky on the skin. But I noticed with this primer, it doesn't feel as tacky as that Milk primer. But going into foundation, now I don't have any new foundation, so I pulled out my NARS foundation because I wanted to use it with this new NARS Glow Booster. What do they call this? Yeah, Tinted Glow Booster. I want to show you guys how this looks on my skin before I put on my foundation, so that way you can get a good look of it. So this one is dark. So What this is like it says, it's a glow booster, but from my understanding, you can use this as kind of like a tinted moisturizer, but if you want a little bit more of a glow on your skin, then this is definitely going to give you that. So I'm going to take my finger and just put it on my skin like this. So this is usually where I'll apply highlighter, but it gives you a nice glow, but also kind of gives you a tint on the skin. So you guys see that? Let me apply a little bit more on this side so y'all can see the difference. But some illuminators are way too glowy for me. Like that's why I don't really wear anything that is illuminating. Like when I tell you this is gonna give you that natural, like I honestly don't even have to put on a foundation when using this. So do you guys see what I'm saying? Like this side, I hope you can see what I'm talking about, but see how pretty and glowy and radiant this looks on the skin. And then you have this side where I haven't even applied anything at all. So I think this will be the perfect product for the spring and summertime. If you have dry skin and you're wanting more of a glow on your skin, but you don't really want to wear too much foundation. So say if you just want to have a little bit of glow on your skin, but you still want a little bit more of a coverage, you can probably use this with a BB cream. But look, just look at that. Look how radiant that looks. Like, I just love it so much. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side since I already applied it over here. But it's just so pretty and radiant, but it's not too shimmery, you know? I'm going to add a little bit right here in the center of my forehead. Try not to add too much up here because I really don't go in with too much product on my forehead anymore. But I'm just gonna add a little bit right there on the center. And that is it. I don't think I would apply any of this product in this area. I probably would just keep it right like around the perimeter of my face, because since I am pretty oily on my T-zone, I don't even know why I applied some. I just really wanted to show you guys how it looked on the skin, but since I'm really oily in my T-zone, I would not wear any of this product in this area, like at all. But I would, like right here, I'll keep it right here because I like to have a little bit of a glow right there on the center of my forehead. But everywhere else, I'm not, like I don't have a problem with wearing it. It's just this area I would not. But yeah, this is how it looks by itself. Look, this is, it's just so pretty and radiant. Like, it's just so pretty. So what I did when I tried it out in Sephora, because I just pumped out a little bit on my hand, what I did was I mixed it in with the NARS foundation. So I used the shade Macao in this, and you can use it with any other foundation, but this is just what I did in store. I just pumped out a little bit of the foundation and then a little bit of that booster, mixed it in together, and then applied it on the side of my face. And I really liked how it looked mixed in with the foundation. So if you do want extra coverage, you can definitely mix this in with your foundation. So I'm gonna take this new brush by Makeup by Mario. This is from the Sephora collection, and I'm going to just, dang it. Dang, this is the powder brush. Dang it, I'm messing up already. I was supposed to grab this one. This one is the foundation brush. It's okay. It is okay. I'm just gonna use the powder brush and just apply the foundation on top. I will say, I like how this powder brush feels. I do. I like how it feels. It blends out the foundation really good. Even though this is a powder brush, it still buffed out my foundation really good. Look at that. Look at that glow. Like, I almost don't even want to put on any setting powder at all. But I'm still going to do it because I have some powders I want to try out. So that is what we're going to do today. All right, so I'm going to take whatever's left on this brush and just go up here on my forehead and just lightly buff it in to even everything out. I am not mad at this brush at all. You guys know I always use my sponges, this sponge right here to blend out my foundation, but honestly, I'm not mad at how this looks. Looks pretty good for me to be using a powder brush with my liquid foundation. It looks good. I just love it so much, you guys. Like, I love it so much. Definitely found my glow product for the year. This is gonna get a lot of use this year. I can see it. I can see it already. All right, so moving on to the concealer, we're gonna take the new Hourglass Concealer. I have the shade Maple. This right here, I am really, really, really curious to see how it's gonna look on me, because I was kind of second guessing the swatches when I was swatching them in Sephora because the undertones were so weird. This one was the only one that I felt like would probably work for me. So we're gonna see how it blends out. First off, it's going on really, really, really creamy, and it seems like it'll be like a full coverage concealer. So let's see how this blends out. I'm gonna take a little bit on my chin and a little bit right here on my forehead, and then a little bit down the bridge of my nose, like that. All right, so there is a concealer brush from the Makeup by Mario Complexion brush set, but I think I wanna save this brush because it is pretty small and skinny and thin. I think I wanna save this for my eyeshadow today, and just because I don't even know how I'm gonna do my eyes, but I feel like this will be a great brush to use for eyeshadow. So I'm gonna blend out my concealer using my sponge. Wait a minute, y'all. This might be, okay. This looks good. Okay. Oh yeah, this looks so good, y'all. It's definitely a full coverage. I can see it already. Yes, this looks good, and it's blending out so good. So good. Okay. I was definitely second guessing this at first, y'all, but now that I'm blending it out, now that I see it actually under my eyes instead of just having it swatched on my hand, it looks good. Like, the color is perfect. Ooh, yes, 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 yes. Do y'all see? Girl, so far, everything that I'm using, I'm liking so far. But, ooh. Okay. I am pleased. I am pleased. I was scared at first, but this concealer, I don't know, it was just when I swatched all of the shades in Sephora, there were definitely some that looked really, like, the undertone looked pretty pink, grayish, like a green olive color, and then there was one that looked really, really, really orange. But this one is the winner. Okay, now that our concealer is blended out, I almost want to grab one of my Holy Grail setting powders because I honestly don't want to mess up my complexion trying out this powder. Like, what if this powder is not good? I'm gonna be mad, but I still want to try it out. So this is the Urban Decay All Nighter Trans Waterproof Setting Powder, and it's supposed to be a translucent powder. I really hope this powder is good because I would hate to mess this up. So I'm gonna use my, let's use the Makeup Mario Cheek Brush. This brush is pretty small for me, like for my liking, to use as a cheek brush. So since it is pretty small, I'm gonna use it to set my concealer with it because I feel like it would fit. Oh yeah, it fits perfectly under. Ooh. Girl, this almost looks bomb. Do y'all see how nicely this is setting. This looks so airbrushed and face tuned. Like right here, when I tell y'all, let me find out, every product that I use in today's video is gonna be bomb. Like, let me find out. I am here for all of this. All of this. Do you hear me? I'm gonna take a little bit right here on my smile lines. This literally looks like a filter on my face. You can apply this all over the face too because it is translucent. But I kind of want to try out the Makeup Forever. Yeah, Makeup Forever powder that I have, just to see how it looks. So I'm also gonna apply a little bit on the sides of my face. Y'all, I like this brush though. Perfect for setting powder. Okay, so I'm done setting my concealer and it is looking good, girl. This is looking so good. I still need to set the perimeter of my face, so right in here and also right here. So I'm gonna try out the Makeup Forever powder. I have the shade 505. Hopefully this is a good match. So this is how it looks right here. And I'm gonna take my powder. That little pad fell out. That wasn't here, but it's okay. But I'm gonna use my powder brush. This is from my brush set. By the way, if you guys don't know, I do have a brush collaboration with Peach and Pearl brushes, and I will have my brushes linked down below if you guys ever wanna check them out. But I'm gonna use this to set the perimeter of my face, and it looks like it's a good match. Oh yeah, this is a good match. Perfect match. Perfect, perfect, perfect. Perfect. Oh, heck yes, this is good. When I tell y'all, I am so happy with my face right now. Like, I'm so happy with it. Look how pretty and smooth and airbrushed and face tuned it looked. Like, girl, this looks like a whole entire filter on my skin. All right, so now that everything is pretty much done as far as my foundation and powders, I can go ahead and blend out the inner part of my brows. Like that. And I'm using the little brush on the Fenty brow product, the Fenty brow pencil, to fade my brows right here. Okay, now moving on to bronzer. I don't have any new bronzers to use, so I pulled out my Anastasia bronzer since I haven't used her in forever. I have the shade Mahogany, so we're gonna use this since we haven't really used her in a while, and just bronze up the skin. And then I like to take my Fenty Cocoa Naughty bronzer and take it down the sides of my nose. Where did that brush go? Here it is. I just like to take this down the sides of my nose, use it as my nose contour. Now I'm gonna go back into the Urban Decay powder, taking that same brush that I used with it and just kind of pinch it. And this is the step that I do to just let the powder sit. It's kind of hard to do with a pressed powder though. This will be better to do with a loose powder, but I usually just let the powder sit on the sides of my nose while I do my eyeshadow. All right, I know that looks a little crazy, a little light right there, but it's okay because we are gonna be dusting it away in a little bit. Now moving on to eyeshadow. So I wanna show you guys my Fenty Snap Shadows. I went ahead and snapped all of them together. So I have 4 and 6. So this is the smoky one, which is number 6. And then number 4 is the pink looking one. Then we have 1 and 3. So this is my neutral, my neutrals. And then 3 is, this one's actually my favorite one right there. And I think I'm gonna use this one today. Or I might kind of switch it up and do something else. I don't know yet, but then we have 7 and 5. So this one, I love this one. This one is called Cadet. I remember the name because it was so different. But this has the greens, the mustard yellow, the bronze shades, and then this one is number 5, which has the peachy colors. So, you know what? I'm gonna use Cadet today. Only thing about this is there's a shade in here that I feel like could be a transition color, but not on me because it's pretty light, like really light. So I don't really have a transition color to work with in this. So I'm gonna go into number 3 and pick up this middle shade right here. This is a really, really, really pretty plum looking color. Taking the Fenty blending brush to use this with. I'm just gonna dip it in there like this. And y'all see that it definitely picked up a lot of product. So let's blend this. Ooh. That right there is pretty. But I'm gonna put this in my crease. So I'm pretty much just going back and forth in the crease and then lightly going up towards my brow bone just to kind of diffuse that color even more. Oh, yes. All right, so now I'm gonna take Cadet, which is number 7. And I wanna grab this color right here. For some reason, I wanna get this color and I also wanna get this color. I don't know. Let's see how this is gonna look. Let's see. I'm gonna take this brush. This is a Nabla brush. It's their soft dab smudge brush. And I'm gonna take this. Let's try this color right here. This green. It's like a pukey green. I almost just want to put this all over my lid. I'm so happy with this look, y'all. Like, I'm not even done, but so far I am so happy with how this is coming out. Okay, I'm gonna pick up that same brush that I used for the first shade, and I'm gonna pick up this dark color right here. It almost looks like a brown. It is a brown. Yeah, I'm gonna pick that color up using the same brush that I used for the crease, and I'm just gonna tap this right here on the outer part. Like that to smoke. Ooh, this, y'all, this looks so good. Okay, I'm gonna need another brush. I'm gonna pick up another Fenty brush. This is just a clean one. It's the same brush, but I'm gonna go back into that very first shade that I used and lightly tap the brush in here and just kind of go above the crease, just so I can get more of that color to show up, because I kind of went over it with the green and also the brown, but just so we can get more of that plum to show back up. And by the way, every shade that I'm using is matte. Like, there's no shimmers in any of the shades that I'm using. All mattes. I love matte shadows, you guys. Like, y'all don't even know. Like, I just love them. Love them, love them, love them. I almost want to go in the inner corner with, where's that shade? Let me see. It's not that one. I almost want to go in the inner corners with this yellow right here. I'm not gonna mess it up. I'm not gonna mess it up. So now I'm gonna go ahead and apply some eyeliner, and I have the new Fenty mascara. I want to try this out. I do want to apply some lashes, but I want to show you guys how this mascara looks without the lashes. So I am gonna apply this before I put on my falsies. But let me grab my eyeliner. Where did it go? Okay, so I went ahead and applied the Pat McGrath Black Coffee liner on my waterline, and then I smoked out that using the palette number 3, using that dark chocolate matte shade right there. Just kind of smoked it out. But now let's go ahead and apply the Fenty Beauty Mascara. It's their full frontal volume mascara. So let's see what this is talking about. It's called Cause I'm Black. And the brush is really cool. So it has a flat side. Let me give y'all a close-up. So it's like a thick side, and then there's a flat side like that. See how skinny that is? So that's like one side of the brush, and then the other side, when you flip it over, is pretty fat, which is kind of unique. I don't apply mascara before I apply my false lashes, but I at least want to see how this mascara works. I will say though, it's actually easier to apply with the flat side instead of the thin side. I like the flat side better. Mascara, no mascara. I have baby lashes, so you guys probably can't see a thing, but it's not too bad. Now let's apply the small, like little skinny side on the bottom lashes. Yeah, this is easier for my bottom lashes than it is my top because it's so skinny. So, okay, I like that. So there you go. So we have the mascara and then no mascara. What do you guys think? All right, so I went ahead and applied my lashes. I'm wearing my Ardell Remy lashes in the style 778. And I think I want to go back into the number 7 palette and pick up this green metallic. I don't know, it kind of looks like a, ooh, yes. I want to put that right here on the inner corner of my tear ducts to brighten everything because it kind of ties into that green. So I'm just going to put it right there. Oh yes, that is perfect. So now I can dust away that powder. You know what? You know what? I'm gonna take the Makeup Forever powder and I'm gonna use this to dust away that, just lightly dust under my eyes. So that way it won't look too white right there because I did apply some of that translucent powder earlier. But just lightly go under my eyes like that. And also kind of blend that contour on my nose. Okay, so we're almost done now for the blush, highlighter, and the lips. So I'm kind of juggling between using the Sephora palette or the new NARS blush in the shade Savage. I think, okay, I'm gonna use this as my highlighter today, and I'm gonna use Savage as my blush today. So this is how Savage looks. This is one of the new shades from NARS. And I'm going to take, dang it, I used the powder brush for my liquid highlighter today. So I really wanted to try out more of the Mario brushes with you guys today, but I pretty much used the ones that I was going to use already. So I'm going to take another brush. Let's just take this Joa Beauty brush. This is from CVS. And this is going to be our blush today. Ooh. Oh, this is pretty. I put a little bit too much on, but just so y'all can see how this color looks, it's a pretty burnt rust rose bronzy color. You can see it kind of gives you a little bit of a glow. I put way too much on, so I'm just gonna apply a little bit on right here without dipping back into the product. But yes, this is one of the new shades and I think it is so pretty. And then going back into that translucent powder, I'm just gonna take a little bit of it and just kind of clean up the sides of my face. Okay, now we can highlight. So I'm gonna dip into this gold in this palette. Now I want to show you guys something. If you have the Sephora Spice Market palette, it's this one right here. And I know I talked about this a lot in the past, but if you have this and you're thinking that this is pretty much this, just smaller, it's not. So the colors in here are way different than the colors in here. This one has a matte blush, so there's no shimmer in here. This is just a nice deep berry blush right here. And then in this palette, the Spice Market, the color is actually like a metallic-y shade. So here they are, so y'all can see them up close together. So the shades are different in these palettes. You would think this will just be a smaller version of this, but all three of these shades, like the shades that are in here, are not in here. So just wanted to kind of throw that out there for you if you were kind of thinking that the Spice Market was this just in mini form. It's not. So where is my little brush? All right, so I'm gonna dip into this gold right here. I'm gonna use the Makeup Mario brush. This is the highlighter brush. And this is gonna be our highlighter today. Ooh, pretty. That is pretty. I'm gonna put a little bit right here on my brow bone. Such a beautiful gold highlighter. So this is definitely people of color friendly. It's the darker one. Oh, and it's called Empower, by the way. All right, so very last step is the lips. I'm gonna take a nude lip because I have a lot going on with the eyes, so I want something to be very nude and neutral on the lips. So I'm gonna take my lipstick. This is by Revlon. This is the shade Brazilian Tan. I've been using this one pretty much every day. It's perfect. All right, now I'm gonna go in with my ColourPop lip liner in the shade BFF4 and just line the lips. This is what I had on in my Sephora haul. So this combo is what I was wearing. All right, and then the last lip product I'm gonna use is this Artist Couture Gloss in the shade Uncensored. And I'm just gonna put this all over my lips. Love this combo. And that is it. All right, guys, so this is the completed look. And if you can't tell already, everything that I use in today's video, I'm very, very happy with. Love how this look came out. I like the products that I used. I don't have any complaints so far, like none whatsoever. Yeah, so everything I use, girl, like everything I really liked. I'm not too much of a fan of the lip mask. I feel like I can definitely do without this, but everything else I really like. I'm definitely gonna use these products some more, especially the primer and the concealer, because I am filming this video late at night, so I can't really do a full wear test using these. But my first impression on these products, well, everything that I used was definitely a positive first impression. So let me know if there's anything that I used in today's video that you guys have already tried out. What are your thoughts on the products? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I am going to be doing more tutorials using these palettes. I went ahead and separated them so you guys can see how they look separated. So these are the two that I used. I used number 3, which is the deep neutrals, and then I used number 7, which is Cadet. So what you do is you just snap them together like this. If you haven't seen these already, but you just snap them like that and you have a full palette. But yeah, I think these are really, really cute. I think these will be perfect for traveling because you have like 2 palettes snapped together and they're very small. So you can just throw these in your makeup bag. You can put them in your purse. Very, very nice and compact. But yeah, everything else I really, really liked. By the way, the NARS Glow Booster, if you look really closely, you can still see a little bit of sheen on your skin. So even though I applied the powders all over my face. There's still a slight sheen on the skin, which is what I really, really like. So yes, everything was definitely a go for me. But yeah, that is all that I have for today's video. I hope you enjoyed my first impression and full tutorial using all of these new products. Let me know, like I said, if there's anything that I used in today's video, if you've already tried it out, or if you want to try it out. Let's go ahead and chit chat about it down below in the comments. And also, I am doing my monthly giveaway. So every month I give away one box to one person, and it's really easy to enter. All you have to do is make sure that you are subscribed. Make sure you thumbs up this video, as well as leave a comment down below in the comment section. And I don't want the comments to be anything about the giveaway. Let's talk about these products. What do you like about them? What do you dislike about them? Let's just talk it up down below in the comments. But that is all, you guys. That is all I have for today. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure you thumbs it up. Make sure you are subscribed if you're not subscribed already, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye.